Hey, Gutfoxx here. So, it's a sad time. I do this video every year. My last MLB The Show video of the year. You know, I'm still going to play the game, okay? But today I want to go through the good, the bad, and maybe what I need, ideally, SDS to look forward to next year. Because we're always a forward-looking place here. Because if I look behind me, I'll see the police, and I don't really want to pull over. So let's go through the good first, okay? I really like this content schedule. I think it's the best thing that I know in Ultimate Team game modes for communicating, and communication is going to come up a lot during this video, just like I seem to come up a lot on jail sentences. But I love this. This is like amazing. Like they detail out what's coming each day, and obviously there's been some delays this year, but overall, incredible. Okay. I think the grind to get cards and relatively good cards through programs, they're not. Some of them are great. So like like some of the best cards in the game, like Devers, some of the like these monthly cards. A lot of the grind was very nice and easy to do if you had the time. Obviously, if you don't have the time, then you really can't complain. I don't know, but like the grind's been super nice. Okay, single player, multiplayer. Overall, but pretty balanced. They've done a pretty good job. I try and do most of it. Try and get like a full binder and stuff. I think it's awesome collecting cards. It's probably my favorite thing in the entire game. It's just like getting a full binder or near a full binder. I'm not there right now. I think everything under like maybe one of these cards here. I got like almost a full binder. So it's really kind of cool to have all of them at your fingertips. It's something that we just started doing a couple years ago, ever since that Honest Wagner set took us all by surprise. Now we're like always getting like trying to get all the new cards and stuff and keep them. And I think it's really easy, like not just grinding the game to get cards, like grinding events, grinding solos, that kind of stuff, but also grinding the market. This is the best market in any Ultimate Team game mode. Stop. Full stop. At bid now, buy now, sell now, bid ask system, whatever you want to call it. It's incredible. The margins this year definitely, reduced from what they were previously, but there is still a lot of stubs to be made during in between these margins, and just investing in cards is a pretty good investment year. Obviously, live series took a bit of a nerf, which is kind of more in the bad section since they've done a little bit, been a little bit worse with that. Good. I think gameplay, it's still like the best baseball on the market. We'll get to gameplay more in the bad section. Stadium creators, awesome. Usually the cards that they bring out, generally like the best cards are through programs or sets and stuff like that, and not necessarily through packs. So it's much more of a grind focused game, really, because Ken Griffey Jr. is like, Ken Griffey Sr. Sorry, is the one through packs, and he's like okay, but we'll get the contact hitters here in a little bit. Let's go ahead and get into the bad, right? There's a lot of good to go around, but I think a lot of people want to see where it needs to improve next year. Now, gameplay itself, and what, Ramon and SDS has said that it's working as intended. Clearly, it's not when you look at this game on any sort of like, personal level. Like maybe in large sample size it works because like it averages out to whatever average they want to look to. But like in practice, like you'll have a perfect out, and then your opponent will hit an off PCI home run. So like, in aggregate, it's great. It's working as intended, but that's really not what we want to see as gamers, where inputs matter, right? Like in baseball, swinging the bat and hit the ball is an input, and then like wherever the ball goes off, that is, randomness, or not really, it's just physics. In this game, there's so much RNG into swinging a bat and a ball, that it's kind of disappointing to see. A lot of times you're not rewarded for some things, and getting too rewarded for other things. So foul balls are maybe a little bit too much. Like, I don't think the PCI, they should just make the PCI in the square, right? And obviously there's gonna be outer PCI and you foul it off a little bit still, but I don't think the PCI should extend. Dot in the corners thing, is a problem sometimes. We saw that last year, and with Magunski's thing, you can just like dot in the corner the whole time. People are catching on to it again, but there's issues with the PCI extending too far, being able to hit the balls too far out of the zone. So hopefully they can fix that. Pitching, I feel like, still needs to be more physics-based than everything. Like, so much of pitching in this game is based off, like, arm slot and, like, predetermined paths for cards. And then there's, like, timing windows for certain things. There's a lot of things that go into it. But, like, if you, like, we know these numbers. Like, we know the, rotation numbers. We know the arm angles. We know all these things and how much these things move IRL. Maybe they could stat track it and get more, like, depth into the game. That's, like, kind of, like, more towards what I'm trying to say about this game in general. Like, it feels like they've almost gone backwards, right? When they brought this game to the Switch, they really embraced last gen. And I feel like it's time, at least going forward. This was kind of what I want to wait to the go forward section. That they would go more to next gen. I feel next year's game should be a next gen game. I don't know why they wasted their time on Switch. They wanted to bring in. I know why. They wanted to bring in more money. They wanted to broaden their audience. I don't know if it succeeded. I've only played against 2 Switch players online all year. Some people got it for the Switch to grind solos, and that's probably a better way, but it runs horrible on Switch. Old gens, they don't even have custom stadiums. A lot of stadiums run poorly on old gens, too. Guys with hair that is long will cause the game to lag, too. Jose Ramirez, Andrew McCutcheon, some other ones. Tatis, I think, does it, too. So that's unfortunate. Fielding itself is a little wonky. Slow guys can cover enough ground, and I feel like, some people say the fielders are too big for the field, which is a good point. Fielders are too fast out there, too. I've seen that. I think the reason is because I think I saw in the game manual that fielding adds to speed. So, like, Andrew McCutcheon's speed right here is 89, but his fielding's 96, so that makes him even faster. And maybe you need to get rid of the fielding stat as adding to the speed, but there is some craziness in the outfield going on, and like dives in the infield are crazy, and that kind of leads me into contact hitters. What's the point of contact hitters in this game, right? Because you'll average, I don't know what, 350 with them, but like then you'll average 350 with power hitters here, and especially this late in the year when the contact on the power hitters is so high too. You get like George Brett and stuff, who's a contact but power goon also. Andrew McCutcheon, same way. So really, like, give us a reason next year, at least early in the cycle. I understand late in the cycle when a lot of guys left over 100s everything that you can't really like make contact hitters viable, but maybe like add some sort of boost, some way of getting the ball through the infield a little bit better. Line drives that actually fall in front of outfielders or get down a little bit more than like pure power guys to add some value there, because contact hitters have been dead since 19, sadly. I think legends are stagnant. Like, we got Randy Johnson this year, which, obviously he was so dominant the whole year. I got a 1.12 ERA, and that's because that's actually higher than it has been, because I got blown up a little bit during some recent events running Randy Johnson, as people have seen him so much, especially in All-Stars, a little bit easier. But like, outside of him, we really haven't seen a whole lot, and there's so many legends of the game that we've lost, like Ty Cobb. There's so many legends of the game that we just haven't got. Joe DiMaggio. We don't have Derek Jeter. There's a lot of guys in like the 90s, 2000s that we should have. I can't imagine they'll be going for a lot of money, right? You're like, hey, you want to be in a video game? Sure, how much you paying? I'll give you like $4,000, and I feel like that's fine to get like a lot of players that we really liked growing up that aren't in the game. So the legends are stagnant. The legends of this game, I don't really play NHL. Legend of this game, probably the worst of any Ultimate Team game mode that I've been in. That includes MUT, 2K, FIFA, and I think that might be it, right? That's like, this is the last place, and that's embarrassing. Like, when baseball is built on history, not to have the most historic names in your sport in the game, just get it done, right? I don't want to see another year of like 50 million future stars. Now, I do really like my O'Neal Cruz future stars, but he is playing in the Major League Baseball right now. A lot of guys that we get cards that aren't, but I'm fine with future stars overall. But I would like more legends. I didn't mean to make it like a comparison, like we're gonna get less of them. I just want more legends for this game. Please bring out more and do more surprise ones like Honest Wagner. That one, when he came out and it was crazy a couple years ago, that was awesome. I think a big bonus, like I talked about, was packs and the ease to get packs. The issue is, if you're getting packs and you're opening them and you're getting them for free, and that's great and it's lovely and it's awesome to get, like, to rip packs, right? Get that itch down. I think SDS does a phenomenal job there. The bad thing is, if I want to buy packs right now, they're terrible, right? Gambling on packs right now is a losing proposition by far. It's terrible. Like, they need to do something to bring some value to pack trash, right? They need to do something with the exchanges. Like, these things haven't been touched in years, it feels like. So do something more sets, SBCs like FIFA, sets like Madden, something to exchange up better than these things. Maybe set specific cards for exchanges. Like, there's like a gold master, a silver master, a bronze master, whatever you do, to make like some value to the low end cards, and bring something to reason to buy pack trash. Because right now the only reason to buy these things is like once in a while when they update the chase pack. But other than that, it's kind of like, well, I could just, grind them for free. But if you, the SDS is really great because you can buy stubs and buy the cards. So I will say that the fact they don't focus on packs is fine, more so than other video games that don't allow you to just buy players with your stubs that you buy with real money. So I think SDS it's like a double-edged sword. Like, I wish packs were more engaging, but I really do enjoy the ability to just buy stubs and then buy a card off the block. So looking forward, okay, last section. We got through the good, the bad. Let me know in the comment section. Last section, looking forward to next year. I need more innovation. I think it's an absolute shame this year that this game is basically the same as MLB 21. This is the most, and I play Madden every year. This is the most similar I've ever seen a sports game from year to year. You're like, what, Madden's the same every year? No, Madden's like meta changes, like gameplay. There's like different things. Like, it's sure it's the same sport every year, but this game was brutal with how little it changed year over year. So, I don't know. Oh, that was a top round. Nice. Used up my luck there. So please change it up. Make it more next gen like I talked about earlier. Really embrace the power of the new consoles. Like, that's, the Stadium Creator is awesome. Keep leaning into more of the Stadium Creator. Let's go ahead. It doesn't matter. I'm just going to get them all anyways. Brady Singer. Sing for the moment. I got one of those left to get too. So, that is lucky. Wow, I got super lucky there. I kind of want to get Stan, even though Manoa. I guess it doesn't matter. I gotta sell him anyways. Yeah, that was really lucky. That one right there. I guess Kershaw. Those things are going for 10K. Those don't matter. All we got was anchoring this year, and then like they abandoned team play. If they could do a little bit more, make a ranked team play, that would be really cool going forward. That would be awesome next year. But they kind of like brought it in, and then it's kind of like couldn't figure out the rest of it. There's no patches this year. As much as we've been screaming for gameplay, there's been very little done to gameplay. I like they got rid of like R2ing to throw people off. That was cool. So they made minor changes, but not really changing the hitting system. And maybe there's waiting to do it over like the winter to like more of a major overhaul, which I can see. They don't want to like, ruin their game more. But the game was basically only 21. Hopefully they focus more on next gen. I really think obviously I could go on for like 20 minutes about different ideas for the game. Events. I loved events. I love playing with my whole team in events. I know a lot of people don't because it's like, oh, it's just a Randy Johnson event. And that's fine. Like, I think they maybe could have restricted Randy Johnson a little bit on some of the events because he just was like, load a new game, see it facing Randy Johnson, quit. Or you got Randy Johnson, the opponent quits. Or both of you go to like 4 innings with Randy Johnson on the mound. Maybe like you can do more roster restriction events. Make casual like a dad game mode, right? Casual right here is kind of a waste of space. Make it like 3 innings, your ranked squads, and make it like less rewards, obviously, than Battle Royale ranked seasons and events. But just like it's more of a casual experience, but a short experience you can use your squad for. Because like just like right before this video, I literally had to go take care of the kid because he was crying. So I delayed the recording of this video by like 45 minutes. So something like that, like reimagine some of the modes that you have, okay? And then maybe overhaul ranked, right? I know ranked is kind of like a sensitive subject. Some people love it. You can go to like a competitive system. I literally haven't played ranked in 2 whole seasons. Because I could play ranked. It's fine. I could make World Series. I just do the crime. I just don't ever want to play this game on Legend difficulty, right? I want to be able to like get in there. And Hall of Fame is a great difficulty. I think Hall of Fame is the best difficulty for this game. Legend's a little bit too much unless you're really locked in. Unless you're one of the top players in the game that can really hit Legend. You're really jazzed up for it. Then it's okay. But I don't feel like I want to sweat hard and have to like, take some sort of like caffeine or some sort of stimulant and like really be into it. And I really wish ranked would kind of like be what it is, and then maybe Legend would be in some sort of competitive game mode if you're going to focus more on competitive, even though I think competitive MLB, competitive Madden is kind of a waste of time. But they seem to want to keep going into it for some reason. It doesn't sell copies of your game, I'll tell you that. You just lose money through your prize pools and putting on events. But regardless, that's kind of my thoughts. Let me know what you guys think. What do you guys want to see next year? I'm sorry that I can't continue the channel through the fall. It's Madden time. You go ahead and put the angry comments below in the section. That's it. I will see you guys in the spring for it once again. I apologize. I wasn't able to get done some videos I really wanted to do this year, but we'll look to do them next year as hope springs eternal. Bye, my dudes.